in this video, I'm going to be talking about the truth of what no one really talks about when you start making some money or you start generating some type of wealth, whether it's a lot of wealth or whether it's just, your first six figures, so on and so forth. So the main thing I'm going to touch on is, how expensive things actually get, right? Main thing is once you start making more money, you tend to start spending more money as well, right? That's just how the world works. In order to make more money, you tend to spend more money just to motivate yourself and keep itching for that next thing that you want to get. Now, for me, what impacted me the most was, I like good food, I like good dinners, I like good experiences, great vacations, so on and so forth. And my thing is, once you start realizing that, you can make money easier than others, then rather than like boast about it or anything like that, I'm a giving person. So I rather take care of my people, take care of my mom, take care of my dad, take care of friends if they're in a bad place, whatever the case might be. So that might just mean picking up a bill or two, or paying for a full vacation, or any crazy stuff that you want to do as well during the week, whether it's going out clubbing, nice dinners, so on and so forth. You're going to start realizing that once you start doing these things, if you are that type of individual, you're going to start realizing that money's going to go by really, really quick. And that's not to say that, that's only if you spend it irresponsibly. That just means that, if you multiply whatever you're going out with or whatever your expenses are times 4, which, could be as easy as a girlfriend, mom, dad, yourself. That's 4 people right there. Whether you go on a really nice dinner, that could start adding up little by little. And then, once you start traveling, that's another thing that's going to start adding up as well. And, as it should, right? I think that as an individual that, you work hard and you make good money, there's nothing wrong with sharing some of that with the people you love, as well as the people that mean something to you, right? The main thing of making money is using it for the right reasons, as well as creating, some sort of financial stability for yourself and for your family. But with that said, you do have to realize that, you just tend to realize you got to make more and more money. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the name of the game, right? With that said, many people don't realize, how it can get to a very crazy extent. Not crazy in the sense of, you being stressed out about it, but more so you coming to the realization that, it takes a lot of money to actually, live life on your terms and have other people enjoy it as well. And that's just the point that I want to talk on today. It's something that a lot of people don't tend to talk about when it comes to making really good money and, getting to the point where you're like, okay, you know what, I have a lot of extra money here and there. What should I do with it besides investing and, diversifying your investments into other things, whether it's real estate, cars, watches. Well, cars and watches could be a little difficult when it comes to making them assets. You do have to make sure you invest in the right things. But nonetheless, I digress on that point. You want to realize, how your budgeting will work, or how you make other people feel when it comes to income as well as places you'll go. Because as I realized and learned, not the hard way, but just the normal way, right? I'll start going to other places, a little fancier places, more expensive places. And I realized that a lot of people, weren't in that same situation. There's nothing wrong with that. But me just, trying to help out the most I can, I would say, you know what, I'll take the bill. Don't worry about it. Like, eventually, you'll take care of me one day, or whatever the case might be. Like, I don't really care about ever getting paid back for anything I do. I just rather have someone else pay it forward, right? And that's the message I really want to leave with you guys today, is just pay it forward, right? If you ever find yourself in a really good spot financially or emotionally or whatever the case might be, pay it a little bit forward. By that, just, speak some positivity out to the world, maybe help a friend out or two, whether it's financially or they just need someone to talk to, as well as your mom and dad. Hey, those are very important individuals in your life that you should worry about and take care of, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that raised you. They're the ones that were there for you during every little speed bump you had in life. Whether you had a great relationship with them or not a great relationship with them, I think it's important nonetheless to have a relationship with them and take care of them in some sort of way. I'm not saying, right, go buy them a diamond ring or necklaces or watches, cars, whatever it is. And if you're in that position, that's amazing. And, I think that's a blessing for you to be able to pay that forward to that extent when it comes to your family. Another point with making good money and wealth, you start realizing that you're constantly just trying to level up. So it's kind of a never ending cycle that you put yourself into. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there is a couple things that you do need to understand. Once you get into that mindset, you're going to get into a work mode, right? And this work mode is going to be like 7 days a week, no rest days. You're just always working because you see the end goal, you see the big picture. You finally realize, you finally step back and you realize that there's a very broad view of the world that you're going to have. And you're going to see like, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to do better. And not only for myself, but for everyone around me, because that's just the duty that I'll put on myself in order to help everybody out and ultimately get to that better place and that better position to do everything. Because at the end of the day, I think that money is just a tool. It is necessary, sadly, to live life. It is what it is. And I don't think that just because you're wealthier, you'll be happier. I just think that there is a correlation with having more money and being a little happier. And that's only because of the things you can do with it, right? The amount of freedom that you can provide for people and help people out. You know, how good are you going to feel with telling your parents, hey, look, you know what, you keep working if you want to, but I'll take care of everything else. I'll take care of the bills, the car payments, the insurance, whatever the case might be. You guys just do whatever you guys want to do. And that's just a freedom that you buy back for them. And that's just going to continue to push you forward and realize that, you know what, I'm going to keep going to, I get to like the best self that I am, whether it's financially, emotionally. And, you know, there's a lot of things that you're going to start realizing that you can develop and do better as an individual, not just as an entrepreneur or a business person. You know, life is very long and hard for a lot of people, and you just have to navigate the seas and see, you know, which way you can take it and be very optimal with it and realize when you're at wrong, whether you're at right. This might be a little confusing video, but it's just a couple things I wanted to touch upon that I never really got to hear. I just had to experience throughout the journey. And I'm not trying to say that I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I will be there eventually. And by eventually, probably not, just because, like I said, that whole entire never-ending work cycle, you're going to realize that you're just going to keep pushing that goal further and further back, just because, you know, if you're an ambitious individual and you realize, you know, all the good you can do, you're going to want to keep doing more just so you could provide for other people and help other people out, as well as take care of yourself and your family. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Down below in the description is all the links to the free coursework, free Telegram chat for signals, the website where I post all testimonies and all that good stuff. I am going to start doing a promo price for New Year's on fully funded accounts, just to help you guys out, get you guys fully funded, and you guys could have a passive income, or not a passive income, but have a funded account of 6 figures or more, and keep trading on that point so you guys can make more money. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great one.